Hey folks, Murph again. I had a few people ask me about my rucking setup. This is not for a Go Ruck event. This is not for any kind of event. This is just me for fitness around my house doing it. Usually rucking the dog or with my daughter down the road and back. This is kind of like what I might need just on a daily basis. Like while I'm rucking either through a town with a group, whatever. But not a Go Ruck event. You bring your shit to a Go Ruck event and Cadre paces your ass, not on me. I don't care. Anyway, we'll start top down. This is a Mystery Ranch 3-day assault pack. I love this pack. There's probably only a couple things I would actually change about it. I'll kind of get into that as I go. Otherwise, it's a solid pack. First things first. This is the very first thing I would change about it. I do not like water bottle pockets. This is on there because of ease for getting my dog some water. This is a Kong water bottle thing for, I just took my dog out for, she's a St. Bernard, so she needs a lot of water. Just, dish it to her out of there. That's her water bottle. And it's insulated. Pretty cool. Anyway, that's the only time I carry anything in there. I hate water bottle pockets personally. Don't like them. If I could get this pack without these, I would absolutely do it. I've never been in such a hurry that I couldn't stop and just grab my damn water bottle. But for ease of use with the dog, I'll go ahead and do it. Top down. It's got a 2-pouch system on the lid. It's a tri-zip pack. Got my old Petzl Tactica headlamp. This one I like because it's got a green lens on it. Love that feature. It's pretty handy. Use it when I run at night, so not very often, but occasionally. Dark Angel Medical FAC. It's quick. Got everything I need in it. Got a tourniquet, cat tourniquet in this one, I think. Yep, cat. A lot of basic stuff. You can find that, and the really cool thing about them is if you use their equipment, not in training, but to actually save a life, they'll reimburse you and fill all your stuff in your kit back for free. Kind of cool. I mean, kind of be expected, but kind of cool, right? 550 cord. Do a lot of improv repairs on the trail with that. I've made a sternum strap for myself out of that on a different pack. Anyway, a lot of field repairs, right? 550 cord. Enough said. Honey Stinger energy gels. Always good to have. You're always going to have somebody that might bonk on the trip, so give you something to kind of, keep that from happening. Petroleum jelly. Nobody likes to chafe. And it's squeezable, so you can squeeze it onto somebody else's hand, and it's not that gross dip it in a jar thing. Sharpie. You never know when you got to sign something somewhere, and you never know what you're signing, so use a Sharpie. Hand sanitizer. This is a SOE hand sanitizer pouch. It was something John did for it's called Handitizer. Something. Destroys complacency. It was something he made for somebody. I don't know. But anyway, I've been carrying it ever since. Awesome. And this is a Goodworks smidge pack. Pouch, I guess I should say. Got a couple little like ibuprofen, things like that in there. Some element patches. This is orange. Anyway, those are pretty tasty too. If you need those for electrolyte replacement and to conserve your water or retain your water, those are handy. And you can keep it clipped to the outside of your pack if you need to. I just throw it in top so I can get to it. On the other part, I just keep something basic. This is a Goodworks wave organizer. I don't think Tim makes these anymore. Got a Leatherman rebar, a Phoenix PD30 flashlight, I think. Not that it matters, but a higher powered flashlight. Bic lighter, because we owe it to our ancestors to carry fucking fire. They spend a lot of time trying to discover the shit. We should always have it on us. Another Sharpie. That's usually in my Boogie bag, so that's why that's laid out that way. I don't usually carry 2 Sharpies in my pack. Going into the pack, obviously I got a reflector strip because if I'm rucking, I want to be seen. That is a Nalgene silo. It's 48 ounces of extra water for myself and or the dog. This is a ouch pouch made by, at the time, Wild Hedgehog Tactical. Now it's Live the Creed, I believe it is. So a lot of these meds in here are probably almost expired, but I can replace them pretty quick. They're all over-the-counter type things. This is a Leonidas custom gear pouch he made for me, and it's got like basically just a bunch of goo energy gels, extra things like that I can throw and hand out if we need them if I'm in a group. Extra feature socks, wool, because fucking cotton sucks. This one here I was actually testing out to see if I even wanted to carry it. It's a Dark Angel Medical ouch pouch. It's got a lot of, it'd be good for like a purse or something if you're a woman, or your EDC pack or something. Good for stuff like that. It's just a lot of bandages for boo-boos basically. I got a extra battery pack and an extra headlamp in here, which is apparently on. That is a, I'm not going to take it all out, but anyway, it's an Anchor battery pack for my phone or whatever. If I do like a star course or something longer, I got that in there. And then I've also got my Surefire Minimus headlamp. Because I live in the country, you never know when you might need to throw down some dude wipes. So I've got dude wipes in there, because I'm a dude and I wipe. This is a Source 3-liter bladder. I think this is the second one I've had of these. They're amazing, really water resistant, or well, water resistant, obviously, water retaining. They're great at holding the water, obviously. I've not had any issues with them breaking. I did have one that I put a pinhole in by mistake. I limped it along for whatever thing I was doing at the time, and I've replaced it with this one since. The cool thing about those is, if you have to replace those, you can get just the bladder, I believe, or you can get a replacement bladder, and they'll send you all the stuff with it, but you can retain all the other stuff, the hose, all the attachments, the extra clip. You keep all that stuff because you can use it in case it breaks further down the road. It's amazing. This is one of those, I don't know if you pronounce it Shadox or Shadow X pockets. I love it. It keeps my weight plate in there, and it keeps it from basically dragging in the bottom of the bag. That's why I put it in. That's what I was going to get to with the other thing I don't like about this Mystery Ranch pack, is I wish it had MOLLE that went all the way up through here. I understand why it doesn't, but if it had PALS webbing, MOLLE webbing all the way up through here, I could actually ride that plate higher on my back, and it wouldn't drag quite down to my waist. But as it is, it rides right about my waist level. There's that. I think the only other things I have inside the pack, somebody gave me this little Soul kit. It weighs nothing, so I just threw it in there. It's got like a rescue whistle, some waterproof matches, Tender Quick, duct tape, a casualty blanket, which is amazing, or actually a thermal blanket, whatever. I wouldn't say it's a casualty blanket, but that's in there. I've got a flask because you never know when you're going to be somewhere where you don't have beer to hand out after a ruck, and you want to give somebody a drink to say, hey, we did it. I think that's, in case somebody asks, that's a Vault Can Titanium flask I got for Christmas. Other than that, and this thing really is pretty empty. I mean, there's not much else on there. I will note that a cool thing on these are the Ripcord 2.0s, I think, from Goodworks. And when you're rucking or carrying a heavy load on your back for a long time, I don't care if you're hiking, rucking, whatever, your hands swell up, right? The blood flow goes down to your hands, it stays into your hands, kind of get like sausage fingers. You got these on there, you can actually hook your thumbs in them. And yeah, it takes away a little bit of the movement and makes it a little harder moving, puts the weight just on your legs, but it also keeps from getting sausage fingers. So when you have to do something with some dexterity, you have to do something with some nimbleness of your fingers, you can do it, and you don't have to worry about having the sausage fingers. I got a Grimlock up there to retain my Camelback or Source hose while I'm cruising. And other than that, that's pretty much it for the pack. So I will toss that off to the side. Also keep a Goodworks Boogie bag on. This one is in the Island Hopper Panty Dropper Frog Skin camo from World War II. Popular with the Marine Corps, obviously, issued, love it, so that's why I have it. Got an Essie carabiner on there that one of them gave me at the Blade Show a while back, maybe last year or the year before. Got a Winger Blades Talon that I keep on there because you never know when you got to cut something or defend yourself, which that's a pretty handy little weapon, but I use it mainly as a tool. Got a koozie because you never know when you're going to need one. For instance, right now maybe. And I like to keep that in there because it also protects my phone, because I usually use my Boogie bag to keep my phone handy. And he's got Veltex on the back of this here. I don't know if you can see it. He's got Veltex on the back of it, so you can actually hook that wave pouch I showed you, or that organizer, hook it in there. That's awesome. But you also want to protect your phone. So you throw the koozie in there, it protects your phone screen on the other side in case you put it in there backwards. Got a couple Stinger energy gels. Got my house key on there because I don't always want to carry my keys when I'm cruising. And what else? I got a tourniquet in there because if you don't carry a tourniquet, you're fucked if you need one. So the idea is to have it, and it's handy right there. So if I have to drop my ruck, got a tourniquet in there. And I guess I'll go over the patches too. I got a Valley Reb Smoking Rabbit patch. If you don't know about Smoking Rabbit, watch The Edge with Anthony Hopkins. It explains it. And then the Freedom Ruck Club patch. Shout out to my folks down at Freedom Ruck Club in Tennessee. Good folks doing a lot of good shit. So check them out. Anyway, that's it. So thanks, y'all.